I don't want to make this video. I've really kind of been going back and forth in my head as to whether or not I really want to do this, but at this point, I'm done. Um, I want to first off say that I have recommended ADATA products in the past. That's in the past. That's not going to happen anymore after this. I mean, I've reached the point where this is the only recourse I have at this point, at least as far as I can tell. Let me explain a little bit about what the deal is here, okay? Back in the summer, late fall of last year, 2022, I started noticing some really weird behavior with my gaming system. Now, the gaming system I should say at this point, had an ADATA SX8100 in it, 2 terabyte NVMe, which at the time I think it cost me $180 when a lot of the 2 terabyte drives were well over 200. So it was a deal. It was actually possibly, I think it was a Newegg deal. And this has got nothing to do with Newegg, just want to put that up front. So anyway, I noticed some really weird behavior. The machine would blue screen. It would just do weird things I couldn't quite fathom. It took me a little while to figure out that it was the drive. One of the symptoms would be the system would be hibernating. It would just, I hadn't touched it in hours, and I would walk into the computer room and I would be presented with the BIOS screen. That's really weird. I've never seen that before. But apparently, the 8100 had some weird thermal issue where it would just basically go away and it would say, I'm not here, to the BIOS. The machine would essentially reboot itself and I would be presented with the setup screen for the BIOS. Now, if I were to completely power off the system and wait a little bit, it would come back and it might be fine for hours or not. But it took a little while to figure out it was actually the drive. So, just before Thanksgiving, I contacted ADATA. I got an RMA, instructions of where to send it, all that stuff. Now, I didn't actually send it till after the Thanksgiving holiday, but I did send it. Sent it U.S. Postal Service with a tracking number, and it arrived on a Friday, December 2nd. As I'm making this recording, it is January 22nd, 2023, and I never heard anything back from ADATA after the bit I'm about to tell you. So I sent it in, arrived on a Friday. I figured, well, okay, it's a Friday. We're getting to the busy season, They'll get to it next week, and I should hear something by next Friday, because their supposed turnaround is 3 to 5 days, business days, to to respond and check it out and so forth and so on. Okay, fine. I didn't start becoming concerned until the 12th. And on the 12th, I still hadn't heard anything. I checked the Postal Service tracking number. It said it was delivered. Checked the online ADATA link that they had given me to check on the status of the warranty, because it was a warranty replacement. The drive was maybe a year old, something like that. So anyway, I started becoming concerned. Hadn't heard anything. There was still a email from ADATA that if I had any questions, I could click on the link in the email and ask them about, if there's anything else they can do to help. So I actually did that. It sent me to a form on their website, and I basically put in, look, it's December 12th. I've not heard anything. Your online system says you never received the item, yet USPS says that you got it on the 2nd. It's now the 12th. Silence. Nothing. No response whatsoever. So I'm obviously concerned. But I figured, okay, well, it's kind of the busy season. Maybe there's something going on, etc., etc., etc. Who knows? But we get through the entire Christmas season. Nothing. So I go to their website. They have supposedly a live chat like a lot of companies do. Click on the live chat. Oh, nobody's available. We'll give us information. We'll create a ticket. Blah blah blah. That was January 11th. Still nothing. So I'm screwed. Thank you very much, ADATA. So I went looking through my past emails to see where the communication kind of stopped. And I did find an email that they had sent for a customer survey. Well, that was their mistake. Basically, I gave everything low marks. There was a place in the forum to, give comments. And basically, I explained to them. I gave them the RMA number. I said it received in your facility. 2 months later, no way to follow up. I gave them the tracking number, which is the second time, by the way, I've tried to contact them and give them the tracking number. And I told them that the online warranty status page repeatedly showed it wasn't received. UPS says it's there, etc., etc. And I said all support emails from anyone at ADATA stopped. It's roughly about December 12th. And now, when you pull up the live chat thing, which still nobody's attending it, half the support links, including the link for checking warranty status, is now throwing up 404 errors on the web. So this is great. So basically, at the end of my comments, this is what I said. At this point, almost 2 months later, I've given up any hope of ever getting a replacement drive from ADATA. While I have bought several of your SSD products in the past, I will not be recommending your products in the future and will discourage anyone from buying them as well. A product is only as good as the customer support behind it, and from where I sit, there is no customer support. So, I am out a 2 terabyte NVMe drive. I'm out $180. I was looking forward to using that drive in another system, which I'm currently in the process of gathering parts for an AM5 build. But at this point, nothing. So thank you, ADATA. Do yourselves a favor, folks. I've never had a reason to contact their customer support. I have bought at least, I think, a total of 5 of their products. 3 of them, I believe, were 2.5-inch. No, I'm sorry. 2 of them were 2.5-inch SATA SSDs. Never had any problem with them. Oh, excuse me, I take that back. It is 3. One was an SU760. 2 were SU800s. I love the SU800. I think it's a nice product. 2 SX8200 Pros, which I have never had any issues with those. And this one SX8100. I think I've proven that I like the product, but apparently ADATA doesn't like me, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on with it, but here's the bottom line. Do yourselves a favor, don't buy any ADATA SSD products. Just don't. Because based on what I'm seeing, the only time I've ever had to contact them for support, and the contact back and forth was okay initially, nothing. So I'm done with them. Take that as you will. We'll catch you all later on. Have a good evening.